Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Poco Pad X1. Now, you can pick this one up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on this one starts at $340. Now, if you want the top-of-the-line version, 512 gigs of storage, that one's going to be $400. Now, I'll leave a link in the description where I got it from, but you can see for yourself. Swifttronics, $400, 512 gigs of storage. All right, so let's unbox it, and then we'll go through the specs. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
Calm down. Notice when I said shout out to White Shoes, she got to do a little pirouette around the table. I respect that. Okay, Poco Pad X1. Now, this is the big boy version, 512 gigs of storage, $400. Now, this is a global version. All right, nice black box. Y'all know I like that. Giggity. Inside, you get some Poco Troll stickers. All right, I like that. This is going to be your tablet. Let's go ahead and open this up. Bang, just like that. Okay. And let's see what else you get. Now, this is going to be, let's see. Okay. We got your usual books and shit. Plug them and file them. And this is going to be your charging brick. Let's just make sure everything is in here. Okay. You got a 45-watt fast charging brick in the box. Samsung, Google, Apple, nothing. Motorola, Sony, fucking Sony. In the box. And this is going to be USB-A to USB Type-C charging cable. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now, here's the actual device. Let's go ahead and power this up and take a look at the display. Okay, now, if this looks familiar to you, this is basically the Xiaomi Pad 7. Now, I did a full review on this one. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Xiaomi Pad 7. Now, I want to show y'all one more thing. If you want the Xiaomi Pad 7, okay, like I said, and you don't care about storage, look at this. You can find the global version on Amazon right now for $335. So basically the same price, same tablet. Now, as far as the specs, the Poco Pad X1. This one comes in two different colors. You got blue and gray. This is the gray version. For the display, you got an 11.2-inch IPS LCD panel with a resolution of 2136 by 3200. Now that's 344 for the PPI Patrol. You got HDR10, Dolby Vision, up to 800 nits brightness, and a 144 hertz refresh rate. Now, for the processor, you got the Qualcomm Snapdragon Plus, let me say that correctly, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Plus, Generation 3, with the Adreno 730 GPU. Now, what does that mean in English? Mid-range specs, bro. Mid-range specs. Now, I'm trying to concentrate back here, but Shoes over here nibbling on my fingers. Shoes, back up. Now, this one comes with 8 gigs of RAM. You got either 256 or 512 gigs of storage. No micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now, it's running Android 15 with HyperOS 3 skin on top. Now, you're going to get 4 years of updates. Now, for the battery, you got an 8,850 milliamp battery that features 45-watt fast charge. That means you can charge this tablet from 0 to 100% in 1 hour and 25 minutes. Now, for the cameras, on the rear, you got a 13 megapixel camera, okay, wide angle, and you can shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second or 1080p at 60 frames per second. On the front, you got an 8 megapixel wide angle lens, and you can shoot 1080p at 30 frames per second. Now, here's one of my favorite features about this tablet. You got quad stereo speakers. So you got 4 speakers, and they feature Dolby Atmos. Now, the tablet does have support for 24-bit high-res audio. Now, you got Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, you got Face Unlock, you got an IR blaster, you got second space, also known as thought protection, perfect for tablets, and you got support for a keyboard and stylus. Now, what's missing? No fingerprint sensor, okay? No NFC, and no IP rating, so the tablet is not water resistant. Other than that, this is a great Android tablet. And let me show you something real quick. Just in case you're wondering, let me pull out my Xiaomi Pad 7. And as you can see, let me open it up. They're exactly the same, okay? Exactly the same tablets. Let me turn them around so you can see for yourself. Look at this. Exactly the same. The pins, everything is exactly the same. All of the accessories will work with either tablet. And keep in mind, the Xiaomi is also a global tablet. All right, now let me show you some accessories real quick. Let me move this stuff out the way. All right, so the first accessory we have is the Poco Pad X1 cover. All right, so let's check this out. Let's grab a little unboxing knife. We got the Protect today. Let's check this out. Okay. Poco Pad X1 cover. Let's see what you get in this one. Okay, basic style cover. Now this is one of those origami designs, you know, where you can fold this into multiple viewing angles. Let's get to slap this one on. Now, of course, it's gonna magnetize right to the back. You see, that's a magnet. And cover your tablet up just like that. Now, it also has a little loop right here. That's gonna be for your pen, okay, because the stylus actually magnetizes right here to the top. And let's see how this looks now. Let's see, okay, now the flap magnetizes to the back. And you can use it like this. Let me go ahead and open this up. Bang, just like that. Okay, viewing angles. Now, if you want to use it in this orientation, you can rock out like this also. Okay, so I love these origami patterns in the back. Learn one word, right? And you can rock out like that. Now, I'm a little under the weather, so I'm trying not to laugh. If I start laughing, I'm going to start coughing, but hey, y'all know how it is. I like to make myself laugh. All right, so this is the cover right here. All right, let's keep it moving. Show you that one more time. That's how it's going to look. And if you want to take this off, all you got to do, pop your tablet off just like that and rock out. All right, so next up, this is going to be the Poco Focus Pen. Okay, Poco Focus Pen. Let's check this one out. Okay. Poco Focus Pen. Nice black box, y'all know. Let me stop. Now, these things, you know, you got to shake it. All right, there it is. Got to shake it up. Okay, so this is the Poco Focus Pen. Let's see, got a little plastic on this. Got to unpeel that. Just like that. Let's see, does it come with anything else inside? There's going to be some extra tips. Okay, just in case you want to put the tip in. And you got some pamphlets right here. Come on, bro. Come on. Stop it. All right, let's see. Let's get and open this up. Okay, excellent face unlock. Pen magnetizes right to the top just like that. Okay, now you see, tap to connect. Connects via Bluetooth. And there it is. Now you got a little tutorial. Okay, so let's see. Press and hold the writing button. Okay, that's cool. Let's see, press and hold the button to take a screenshot. And press and hold the spotlight button for circle. Okay, simple and effective. Okay, so that's the Poco Focus Pen. And we got one more. Now this right here, this is actually my favorite accessory. We got the Poco Pad floating keyboard. Now this is very similar to the Apple Magic Keyboard. Hold up, I got to do this one more time. Now, do y'all like the Protect knife? Let me know. I actually daily carry this one. That's why I happen to have it in my pocket. Let's see. Okay. Made in America. Just had to throw that in there. All right, so this is the floating keyboard. Again, this is very similar to the Apple Magic Keyboard. And the thing that I like about this one, it does have backlit keys. Okay, now I like to use my tablet in the middle of the night. Backlit keys are essential for me. Check this one out. Look at this. Beautiful design. When you open this up, look at that. What's that, velvet? You got the velvet on the inside, okay? And, of course, you just magnetize right on the back. Bang, just like that. This is going to be your keyboard. Now, I want to show you the backlit keys. All right, so I dimmed the brightness on the tablet so you can see the keyboard, and check this out. Look how bright that keyboard is. No battery necessary, Okay, it's going to use power directly from the tablet. Look at that. And you could clearly see this in the dark. Now watch this. It does work. Let's go to function. I'll increase the brightness on the tablet. So this is what's going to look like when you're using a tablet in the middle of the night. All right, so let me say it one more time. You don't have to charge up the keyboard. Once you attach it to the tablet, it's going to run the power right from the tablet. Now you got a nice trackpad right here. You see, everything works. Little swipes right there. Let's click on the app. Let's click on Facebook. Okay, there it is. And you can use it to scroll. Just like that. Now you do have some function keys. Let's go to YouTube Music. All right, so say I play some music. I can hit pause on the music, skip to the next song, go to the previous track. We got mute, and we got volume up and down. Okay, so fully functional keyboard right here. When you fold it up, it's going to look just like that. Let me get this off the back. Hold up. Yeah, this one you don't want to peel off too fast. You see, if you do too fast, you get a little bit of leftover. But there it is. All right, so that's how it's going to look from the back. And notice when you open it up, it automatically turns on your display. Now that was my face unlock. And when you close it, you heard it, power off. Now I'll do it again from the side. You see, open it up just like that. Now, if you don't have face unlock, you can just use your keyboard and swipe just like that. Okay, so this is pretty dope and a mandatory accessory for me. Now, as far as the stylus, like I said, magnetizes right to the top. It's going to show you your battery percentage. You got 3 buttons on here. Okay, so the first one, that'll be for your screenshot and your spotlight. The next one, you can do stuff like this. Highlight. Okay, copy and paste. And if you tap on the screen, you can start writing. Call Mike. Let's get and change that color. Let's do a little red. We'll change the pen, something a little thicker, just like that. 347 3312. Just like that. Now, of course, we can save that and go crazy. All right, so fully functional stylus. All right, so now let's take a look at the actual tablet. Nice and lightweight. On one side, this is going to be your power button. 2 of your quad speakers. You see it says Dolby Atmos. On this side, there's a little magnet for your stylus. You got a volume rocker. On the bottom, 2 more of your quad speakers. USB Type-C charging slot. This side, nice and clean. On the back, there's your pins for your accessories. There's your camera. Okay, little Poco logo right there. And I like how they made it look like you got quad cameras, but it's really just one camera. Okay, but it just looks more modern like that. On the front, this is going to be your front-facing camera. As you can see, nice amount of bezels so you can easily hold this. Now, as far as biometrics, no fingerprint sensor on this, but if you want to, you can swipe up, put in your pad and your pin, and you got face unlock. Now, the face unlock works pretty good. Let's do 3 in a row. Bang, just like that. Now, this is a global tablet, so if you swipe over once, this is going to be your Google homepage. Let's get and refresh it. Now, one of the things that I like about global tablets, look at 50, you're going to have Google Gemini. Okay, so there's my Google Gemini. Just hold on the button, and that's going to be perfect for stuff like this. Now, let's go to this webpage right here, and we'll summarize the page. Okay, wait for the analysis, and we can get the voice.
This Apple webpage showcases the current line of AirPods and highlights their key features. The main models and their pricing
okay.
are AirPods Pro 3.
I love Google Gemini. And of course, you're going to have stuff like this also. Let's see, we'll do circle of search. So you just hold down right here. Okay, just let me do, sometimes I got to use the thumb for this one. All right, let me try that. Let me open the web page. Let's try that again. Come on, circle. All right, let's try it in this orientation. All right, there it is. Google circular search. Okay, it does work. Now, it should work in both orientations. Let me try that again. Let me exit out of that. Let's try that again. It should work on both orientations. All right, there it is. All right, so let me see. What am I doing? Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so it does work in both orientations. Okay, now this bezel is just so big, you gotta get it at the right angle. Let's try that one more time. Okay, there it is. All right, so basically you just gotta hold for the circular search. Just hold right there. But make sure, you see, the bezel is, you got a big juicy bezel, so you gotta get the hang of this. Make sure I'm doing this. Let's do. All right, come on. I gotta get one more. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. When you get yours, you're gonna be going through the same struggles, though. Hold up. Look at that.
You don't impress me.
All right, there it is. There it is. All right, so the circular search does work. Now, let me see something real quick. All right, so I was playing around with this off camera, and I just noticed it's a lot easier to activate the circular search when you're in portrait mode as opposed to landscape mode. Let's try that in landscape mode. Okay, now this tablet does have a little bit of lag. You see, look at this. You do have a little bit of lag. Bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at this. You see? Now, I like to do this stuff live on camera because I don't want y'all to think I'm editing out stuff to make the tablet look better than it is. All right, let's try this again. All right, there's the circular search right there. All right, so, yeah, so the tablet does have a little bit of lag here and there. Look at that. Look at the auto rotate. Look at the auto rotate. You see, now, this is the kind of stuff y'all need to see in real life. If you notice, look at this. My auto rotate is on. No auto rotate. Look at that. Now, that happens sometimes. I got to turn it off, turn it back on. Now we're getting the auto rotate again. But look at that. Okay, live videos, y'all. This is what y'all come from my channel. Live videos, y'all. Yeah, this is what y'all pay to see. I was getting ready to say this is what y'all pay to see, but y'all getting this shit for free. So hey, just deal with it. All right, let's try to circle the search one more time. I did this. You see, it's not me tripping. It's the tablet. It's the tablet. Okay, it's not like I don't know how to use circle the search. It's the tablet. Look at that. Now I'm just noticing that. That's a little annoying. That's a little annoying. Let me see something real quick. Let me grab my Xiaomi tablet. Now, we got the Xiaomi version. Here's the Xiaomi version. Auto rotate seems to be auto rotating. Let's see if circular search works on this one. Okay, there's the circular search. Let's try the circular search in this orientation. There's the circular search. Okay, so it's not me. It's the tablet. It's the tablet. Look at that. Here we go again. Wow. Wow. I don't like that part. I don't like that part at all. Okay, but hey, $330, you might have to deal with the struggles. Wow. Okay, anyway. Let's go through some of the settings. Oh, look at this. All right, now, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Look at this. I'm noticing, look at this. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me do a hard reset, and then I'll come right back in. All right, so I just reset the tablet. Let's try this again. Okay. There's the auto rotate. Let's go over to Google. Okay, now Google's running nice and smooth. Let's try the circular search. You see?
You don't impress me.
Yes, it's running a little weird. All right, there it is. There's the circular search. But look at that. Look at that. I just reset it. Okay, now, when you're buying tech products, I might just have a defective version, but hey, I just want y'all to be forewarned. Be forewarned. Oh, look at that. It's running a little wonky. It's running a little wonky today. Hey, and look, let's make sure I don't have too many. No apps open in the background. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go to eBay. Hold on a second. I got to go to eBay. Okay, I won my bid. Okay, let me buy this real quick. All right, my bad. I was in a hardcore eBay war just now with this dude. We outbidding each other, but I got the final bid. All right, here we go. Android 15. Now, I want to say it runs nice and smooth, but... hey, man. I don't know, man. I haven't been having this issue. This is the first time I'm having that issue. Okay, things looking a little bit smoother now. The circular search, though, okay. Yeah, it's just a little wonky. It's a little wonky. And I love using circular search on all of my products, so that would affect me. And you see, and this would affect me right here. This would affect me. This would definitely affect me. All right, so let's look at this. Bro, look at this. All right, so we got a little lag fest going on right here. Ah, come on, bro. Come on. You know, this is killing my vibe. All right, let's go to settings. Is there anything really to see with the settings? No NFC. You got DNS, VPNs, private DNS. You see, this kind of took the wind out of my sail just now. It kind of took the enthusiasm out of my voice. All right, but let me try to fight through this. I don't like that too much though. All right, let's see. Hyper AI. There's your Gemini. Okay. Gemini settings. Okay, go crazy. Lock screen. Okay, wake screen. Let's see, raise to awake. We'll leave that on. Nothing much there. Lock screen notifications. Home screen. You can use app drawer or not. Let's go to display. Okay, now 800 nits brightness. Not the brightest display in the world, but you do have 144 hertz refresh rate. You could dial that down to 60 if you want. Okay. You got your AI image. Might as well turn that stuff on. Now I already set up this tablet, so everything's gonna be on. But do yours yourself. Notifications.
You don't impress me.
Yo, Kodal is kind of right. You don't impress me. Shout out to Kodal Khan, man, keeping it a buck. Stylus and keyboard. Okay, now you can actually change, when you put the keyboard on, you can change the brightness of your keyboard. Okay, personalization. No super wallpapers on this. Just a few standard lock screens. You know, they jacked this one straight from Apple. This one right here, straight from Apple. No fingerprint sensor, but you do got face unlock and Bluetooth unlock. Okay, you got your privacy protection. You got dual apps if you want to use them. Now, this one does have a juicy battery. I've been using my Xiaomi Pad 7 a lot. One of the things I love about this tablet is the size, though. Because sometimes the Ultra tablets, they're just a little bit too big to use in the bed. And the mini tablets, a little bit too small. This is like the optimal size for me for my nighttime scumbag viewing activities. Let's see, digital well-being. Okay, monitor your activities. Got your Xiaomi account, Google. Nothing to really see there. Additional settings. Now, you do got floating windows. Okay, you got second space, also known as dot protection. Okay. In fact, piracy and location. That's pretty much it. Now let me show you something. Let's check the web browsing speeds. I don't like this part right here, though. I don't like that. It keeps getting stuck in orientations. Now I'm noticing it's getting stuck in the orientations after I use the Google circular search. Let's exit out of that. Okay, we exit out of circular search. Okay, let's try that again. Let's do a Google circular search. Right? We get a result. Okay, exit out of that. Okay. Okay, so now it's kind of acting normal again. Okay, so maybe that was just a hiccup. Let's do a refresh. I want to test this stuff thoroughly because I don't want you to buy this tablet and then y'all having a whole bunch of issues and like, oh, Floss, why you didn't mention that it keeps getting stuck in one orientation? All right, it looks like it's going good now. Let's try this circular search in this orientation again. Yeah, see? All right, there it is. So we exit out of the circular search. Okay, so maybe that was just a one-off. Okay, my enthusiasm is coming back. Enthusiasm. Who seen remember the movie Untouchables? Every time I say that word, I think of Untouchables. Remember before Capone beat that dude to death with the baseball bat? He was like, enthusiasm. I don't know why. I'm such a movie nerd, yo. All right, let's see. Where was it? Let's check the web browsing speeds. All right, let's go to Chrome. Let me just make sure my Chrome is safe to enter. All right, here we go. Make sure my Chrome is safe to enter. All right. Go to apple.com. Shoes just bit me. Shoes, calm down, bro. Shoes just bit me. Let me try that again. Apple.com. Okay. Look at that. Shoe just bit me. Now my hand's all moist. Calm down, Shoes. All right, this is the full website. And check this out. Now you got the little dock on the bottom. So say I want to open up, let's open up messages. We can pull them right here. We can pull them right here. Bro. Shoes, can you calm down, bro? What's wrong with Shoes? Just snuff Shoes here. All right, let's see. Now we could go. We could go to photos. Open up another window right there. There's all my photos. Okay, so you can have 2 windows at the same time. Now, if you try to open up 3, say I go to eBay, it's gonna knock the last one out. Okay, so we can exit out of those. Now we got floating windows. Right to the side. Now we could go back to Chrome. Okay, there's Apple again. And then I want to go to eBay. Pull this right in the middle. Okay, there's my eBay. Okay, this is what I like to do. So I could be on eBay bidding for stuff. See, I'm getting all my winter stuff right now. And I can still be shopping on Apple and checking out some photos at the same time. Now, this is where the pen comes into handy because the pen works perfect for moving stuff out just like that. Now, there's the split screen multitasking. Okay, so I got photos on one side.
You don't impress me.
Okay, Apple on the other side. We can swap them up and we can resize them. Okay, I can have a little bit of photos on one side or just go full screen. All right, so excellent web browsing speeds. All right, so now let's try out the quad stereo speakers. Of course, I got the official Flossy Carter sound test by my homeboy Mark Rubier. Here we go.
Yo, sound test, time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth, time for sound test. Time to test that quality of sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass, baby? How's the treble on it? How's it sound now? How's it sound now?
That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. Sound test. That's a sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? God damn it, holla.
Nice and loud. You could feel that bass. Y'all hear that?
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound on it? How's the sound, baby? That's a sound test.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Rubier. The speakers on this tablet sound great. Okay, I'm going to say they sound great. Look at that. Quad stereo speakers for under $400. You can't beat that. All right, so now let's take a look at this beautiful 11.2-inch IPS LCD panel. Now, this is the main thing you're going to be doing with this tablet. Watching videos. Now, you can go full screen like this. Personally, I prefer AMOLED panels, but hey, under $400, viewing angle's pretty good. Excellent speakers. Okay. Auto rotate seems to be working good now. If you got it flat on the table, just like that. Beautiful. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so now let's try a little gaming. Now, of course, we got Asphalt Unite. If you swipe over, you got a little game space. So let's put on performance mode. Okay, it shows your frames per second. You can clear your memory. You got a voice changer. Do not disturb. You got a little game suite right there. Let's hit play. Okay, let's get maximum volume. And let's try this out. Now, this is another thing that you're going to be doing with this tablet a lot. Gaming. Okay? There we go. Speakers sound great though. Y'all see I'm in the beamer now? Let's go. All right, let's get it. I gotta build up some boost. Pardon me, Bertie. All right, now y'all remember? Last time I came in last place. I'm on the payback run now. Let's get it. I'm not coming in last place today, bro. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, nah, that ramp set me up last time. Oh, I should have took it. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like I might be coming in last place again. Oh, everybody else crashing. All right, hold up. That's number 1 right there. Nah, bro, nah. Nah, back up, bro. Ooh! I'm holding my own. I need that ramp. He rammed me on the side. Ram. Hold on. All right, there it is. Yo, bro. Am I in last place again? Come on. Let's go. Come on, y'all. We there. Oh! Did I go the wrong way? It looked like he took a shortcut. Hold on, let me see. All right. I see everybody going for the ramp. Right, hold on. All right, there it is. Come on, let's get it. I'll style out at the end. All right. I came in second place. All right. Bro, I was actually trying to win this mother. All right. But as you see for yourself, okay, gaming, no issues with this. Now, let me exit out of this. For the rest of this video, look, here it is. For the rest of this video, I'm going to be obsessed with this auto rotate. Now, I started to edit that part of the video out, but I said, you know what? Let me leave that in, the part of me struggling with the auto rotate, because it seems like it's working a little bit better now. I left that part of the video in because when I say real review, I try to give y'all a real customer review, like a real user review. I don't want to edit out the parts of the tablet acting funny, and then when you buy the shit and it start acting funny, oh man, Floss said this tablet was running perfect. How come Floss didn't tell me my auto rotate is mad slow or laggy sometimes? No, Floss is showing you exactly how it's going to work in the real world when you get yours. Okay, but so far it seems like it's running back in effect. All right, shoes came in super hot, bro. Calm down. But anyway, so far I haven't had any issues gaming with this. And speaking of gaming, let me try one more thing. All right, check this out. Now I just added my GameSir G8 controller. We got Xbox Game Pass. Let's try a little Killer Instinct. Let's see how this runs. Okay, now it's a little bit wide. I like gaming on smaller tablets. So let's see if I can rock out like this. Yeah, it kind of feels unnatural holding the keyboard this wide. But I'll see what happens. All right, here it goes. Okay, we can still do it. Oh, okay. Overhead. Oh, okay, ragdoll, okay. Oh. I'll keep going for it. All right. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to play holding the keyboard this wide. Overhead. Yeah. See. Yeah, I can still rock out, but oh, he got me. Oh, and I'm dead. Okay. We can still rock out though. Well, ultimate, why not? Yeah, it's just a little it's just a little weird playing with the keys this wide. But let me show you something. All right, let me exit out of this. You see with the GameSir? Now the GameSir it's meant to go like this. All right, it's meant to be this wide. But there's a little trick about this. You see when it gets this wide? If you pull it back like that, now you can extend the springs. So you can actually use this on a giant tablet if you want, but it's not really meant to use like that. You know, it feels more comfortable playing like this. The wider it gets, like imagine holding your PlayStation controller this wide. Like it feels a little awkward, but as you can see for yourself, it does work. All right, so now let's talk about the camera. That ain't really too much to see with this one, but you do have a few different shooting modes. You got documents, you got video. Like I said, you could do 4K 30 frames per second or 1080p 60 frames per second. On the front, 1080p 30 frames per second. Now you can zoom into 6 times. For your regular photos, no wide angle on this, but you can zoom up to 10 times. You got portrait mode, you got pro mode, and you got dual video, front and back. All right, so I want y'all to take a look at these test pictures and videos for yourself. Now, here's another one of my favorite features of this tablet. You got an IR blaster. Now, why is this important? Say you're in the bed, okay, using your tablet, and you got your partner right next to you, and they got the remote control, they watching their favorite show, and you want to turn the channel during the commercial break, you got the remote control also. Okay, so no more fighting over the remote control. Now, keep in mind, it's not just for TVs. You can do your cable box, your RGB lights, your projector, your fan, your speakers, anything that has a remote control, you can pair up this tablet and use it as a universal remote. Now, as you can see, I already got my Sony TV all set up, so I can change the channel right from in the bed. But let me show you how I use this upstairs in my office. All right, so I'm sitting up in the office. I just finished working. Now I want to turn off all of my TVs using one phone. Okay, so let's start off with the Samsung TVs. Just like that. Another one. Just like that. Now we'll switch over to LG TV. Press the button. Just like that. And now let's switch over to Sony TV. Press the button. Just like that. The IR blaster is so clutch for me. This is a major go. All right, so now let's talk about second space, also known as thought protection. Now keep in mind, it doesn't work as good as it does on phones because there's no fingerprint sensor. And not to mention, second space never works as good as it does on flagship devices when you're using a mid-range or budget device. But it still works. All right, so check this out. Now I'm gonna lock the device. I'm gonna open it up using my face unlock. Okay, you see this is my home screen. We swipe up, here's all of my apps. So you see Facebook, Instagram, Netflix, okay, TikTok, Twitter, everything is there. Now, if I go to gallery, there's all of the photos that I took. Now, since there's no fingerprint sensor, I got a little switch icon. Let's switch over to second space. Now, I'm going to have to put in the password. Takes a few seconds. Now it's switched over. Now, this is my secondary device. Now, if I swipe up, look at my apps. These are all of the apps I got. No Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok, no Twitter, no nothing. If we go to gallery, we only got one photo taken. Okay, only one picture. So now this is perfect for if I want to give this tablet to one of my kids or I want to give it to one of my friends and let them play with it in the house. They can't see none of my DMs on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. Okay, they can't go to my gallery and look at any of my scumbag photos. They can't do nothing, but they could go online, they could go crazy. Then when they give it back to me, I hit the switch icon. Okay, hit the switch icon, put in my original password, and then it switches back over. Okay, now if we go to gallery, there's all my photos again. Okay, swipe up. Here's all my apps. Okay, now it takes a few seconds to populate. You see, this is what I'm saying. Second space definitely doesn't work as good as it does. You see, now here's all my apps again. On flagship devices, it's a little bit of lag in between it, but it does work. So say you got your kid right there. Hey, Daddy, Daddy, I want to play Asphalt Legends. Let me use your tablet. Hold on one second, little Johnny. All right, hold on, Jamal. Hit switch. Okay. All right, hold up. Now, you see, I just put in my first password, put in my second password. Okay. Hold on, Hector. Here you go. And now, bang. Now they could download Asphalt Legends, and they say, okay, let me check out Daddy's photos real quick. Let me see what Daddy's doing on the low. You see, now it's a little bit of lag. Oh, none of Daddy's photos right there. Okay, can't really get them like that. Let's go to Daddy's Instagram and troll him. Oh, no Instagram. Can't do nothing. All right, so when little Jamal gives me back the phone or the tablet, okay, give it back to me, hit switch, put in my password, switch it back over. Okay, again, it does work, but y'all seen me do this test on plenty of flagship devices, hit that fingerprint sensor, and it switches over immediately. This right here, this is not really thought protection because say you're doing some scumbag stuff and your girl is like, oh, let me see your tablet. You can't be like, hold on a second, babe, hold on one second. Hold on one second, babe. Give me a second. Give me a second, babe. Okay, here you go. You can't do that. You can't do that. Nah, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You want instant switch. Like switching. You want a big sign that says switching. Hold on, what you doing, bro? Imagine the girl is like, yo, I need to look at your photos real quick. Oh, hold on a second, baby. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Here you go. Here you go. Hold on a second. Oh, what? It didn't even switch? Nah, you toast. It didn't even switch? Oh, bro, you would have been toast. You would have been toast. Hold up. Let's try that again. All right, hold on a second. Switching. It should just say hiding. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is wild. This is nasty work. But like I said, look, it does work switching. All right, it does work. This is be more for the kids or more for your friends. All right, so now let's do the RDA test. Regular daily activities. Now, you just dropped almost $400 on a brand new tablet. Let's see how it works in the real world. Now, this one is going to be a real RDA test because y'all seen the amount of lag we've been dealing with and y'all seen the hiccups we've been having. Let's try this a real world test. All right, so the first thing you want to do, let's check the charging animation. Plug this in. Okay, quick charging. Okay, now let's see if we had an off-screen animation. Okay, now the face unlock actually worked pretty fast. Let me try that again. This way y'all can see, do we have any off-screen? All right, there it is. There's your quick charge animation. I like that. Now let me see something real quick. Turn it back on. Plug it in. Yeah, okay, when it's on screen, you're going to get that animation. Off screen, you get the nice juicy one. All right. So, quick charge. I got the day off today. Let me play with my tablet. Pick it up. Look at it. Face unlock does work flawlessly. But you see, the tablet just has a little bit of lag to it, a little bit of stutter. All right, now just for fun, let's close out all of the apps in the background. And we're going to give this a fair shot. All right, first thing I like to do, I usually check the weather, but on tablets, I don't really care about it like that. So we're just going to go straight to Google. We can check the weather. What's the weather for today? Okay.
Today's forecast for Briarwood, New York. 11435 is 42 degrees and sunny.
All right, Google, you gotta be mad federal. I put my whole zip code out there. Calm down, bro. All right, 42 degrees and sunny. Next, let's go to Google. All right, let's see what's going down. Let's refresh it. Let's see what's going down. Now, normally, I like to take out my pen for this. Okay, now let's see. Can we hit a circle to search with the pen? No, we'll try it with the finger. All right, look at this. You see, the circle of search is very finicky on this tablet because I want to know about what's this new phone right here. Look at that. Y'all see for yourself, right? Now, I know somebody says, oh, you have to do this. Come on, bro. I use fucking circle of search all day, every day. All right, let's try it in this orientation. All right, look. See, it works better in this orientation. Check out the tablet. Okay, cool. Exit out of that. Auto rotate seems to be working fine. Come on, I need the circle to search like this, though, yo. You see, you're supposed to hold down right here, and it just pops up. You see, look. Yeah, I know somebody's. I already know no, Floss. You have to move your finger over to the left. You have to, bro. Come on, bro. This is not my first day using circle of search. I use circle of search on all of my tablets, and look at this. Are you kidding me? It shouldn't be this hard, yo. That's what she said. You know, it shouldn't be that difficult. You're supposed to just put your finger right there, and the circle of search pop up. You see, it's supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to have to think about it. You know, it's not supposed to be a chore. Like, hold on, make sure my finger's in the right. All right, there it is. You see? It works when it wants to work. All right, so it ain't just me tripping. All right, but it does work when it does work. You know, and this is the kind of stuff I like to test out. You see, look at this. You see, it's a little bit of lag on this. It's a little bit of lag. We'll try one more. Let's see. Now, look at this. The most eye-catching watch. I want to see what watch that is. You know, look at that. I want to see what watch that is. Look. Come on, bro. Look, you see, no matter what, if I do it to the right, nothing. The middle, nothing. I want to see what watch that is. Fucking shit, yo. You see? All right, there it is. All right, see what watch that is. All right, so I'm noticing, like, if you like me and you're a circle of search lover, oh, look, here we go again. Look at this. Here we go again, y'all. You see, I know, you know, and I hate y'all apologists. I know it's gonna be some Poco apologists in the comment section. Oh no, Floss, it's nothing wrong with the tablet. You know, you're just not doing it right. You're not doing it right. Like I don't use circle of search all day, every day on 1,001 tablets. No, you're not supposed to be doing all of this. You're supposed to put your finger right there, hold down, and it activates. All right, this is some Mickey Mouse bullshit right here. I don't like that. All right, but anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, anyway, so this is how your Google homepage is gonna look. I guess if I'm gonna use it, I have to use it like this, in this orientation. So this way, if I see something interesting, let's see if I find something interesting real quick. Okay, look at the new headphones right there. New headphones right there. You see, look. New headphones right there. All right, there. You see? Look, I'm pushing the same spot every time. It's not like I'm switching different spots. Now it's working again. Now it ain't. You see, I'm pressing the same exact spot. There it is. You see, when you use Google Circle Search, you put your finger right there. Right there, and it's supposed to activate. Now let's try that one more time from this side. Come on. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Look at this. You know, this is the type of shit right here. This is the type of shit right here. All right, let's try that again. Look, see? Your finger right there. I give up. I give up on this shit. All right, but anyway, I give up on this. I want to see what kind of headphones those are. Anger levels increasing. Now, I've been doing good with my anger management. All right, let's see what these are. All right, let's see. Okay. $5,000 on these. We're $6,000. Okay. Now, these are some real, y'all complaining about the price on those B&Os. These are $6,000, bro. Okay, $6,000. These are for the hardcore audiophiles, okay? Not just the part-time audiophiles like me. Like me, I'm a part-time audiophile. Like, I like certain music, audiophile quality, but certain music, I want reverse audiophile quality. Bro, this shit right here, this will drive me crazy, though. This will drive me crazy. But again, I gotta do this in real time. I need y'all to see the struggles for yourself. All right, so let's exit out of that. Next, let's do a little work. Okay, so now when I want to do some work, I will grab the keyboard. And trust me, I haven't had this issue on my Xiaomi tablet, so this might be a Poco issue. Same damn tablet, almost same damn company, but something a little fishy. Okay, look, you see now I can use my two fingers to swipe. So say I want to do a little work. Click on this email. Okay, let's go to this email real quick. You see? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let's try a different email. Okay, there it is. Okay, now we in there. Okay, let's hit reply. Okay. Thanks, bro. Okay. Now I grab my pen. Hit send. Bong, just like that. Go to up now. As a matter of fact, I'll use the trackpad. Okay. Scroll through all of my emails. Okay, let's see. History facts. Okay, hit reply. What's good? Okay. I'll cancel out of this part. All right, let's reply to this email. What's good? Hit send. Bong, just like that. So that's how this keyboard is going to work. Now, I love the keyboard. Okay, now Poco, Xiaomi, Redmi, they did a great job with this keyboard. But this tablet right here, though, I'm having a little lag festival right now, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, so next, now let's see. Let's go back to, say I want to take something like this. We'll do this. Let's do, if I want to make a little meme right here, I'm feeling angry today. Make a little meme right here. Let me go and share that. You know what I'm saying? Make a little meme right there. I can share that to Instagram. Like, somebody asked me how I'm feeling today. This is how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. All right. Oh, that's cool. You know, use the pen for stuff like that. Or not to mention, you know, the usual. Come on, bro. Okay, let's go. Let's go full screen on this one. Oh, matter of fact, let's try something else. Let's do the width, narrow the width. We'll change the color. Let's do white. And of course, I got to give y'all my usual cat drawing because why not? Okay. My little cat drawing right here. Let's do little eyes right there, little whiskers. A little, nice little tail right there. Bang. Then we'll change the color over to green. Have the cat chilling on some green grass, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling right there, doing his thing, enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? Let's give the cat some, let's give the cat a little personality. You know, little stripes right there. let's give him a few colors right here. You know, we got a nice little cat right here, nice little blue cat. Let's color him in a little bit, you know. We'll give him some new eyes in a minute. Give him a nice little tail. Okay, that's a little cat right there. Now we could change this up a little bit. Have a little two tones. Okay. Now we'll let's get maximum. Change the stroke width against stroke. Let's go yellow. Let's get a nice little sun right here. You know what I'm saying? Raise the sun. Cat out here doing his thing. And of course, I told you we're gonna give him some new eyes. Make sure we got his whiskers. You know. Little claws on it right there. You know, little stripes on the tail. And there it is. All right. You know, when you're bored, you get a little drawing. Let me go ahead and share that. Okay. Export that as an image. You know what I'm saying? I'll share that to my Gmail because I'm gonna have to send this to my girl in a minute. All right, my bad. I had to send that to my girl real quick. All right. So that's the pen right there. So you have a little fun with the pen. Go crazy. All right. So I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. All right, you see, my pen is charged up to 100%. Again, Android 15. Oh, let me get done. Android 15, so you see all of my Android 15 widgets. Okay, let's go to cleaner, because this shit we need a cleaner for sure on this one. We need a cleaner for sure on this one. Right, let's clean up. Because, all right, all right, let's see, we clear those. All right, well, anyway, so we'll clean up. All right, so it should be running a little smoother now. Okay, there's all of the widgets. If I want to play some music. Okay. You know, we got the music right there. YouTube music widget right there. Okay, search YouTube. Let's go home. Okay, there's YouTube home right there. Okay, now you see, I've been watching. Look at my recommendations. I don't know how did I get into the AMU? They call it the AMU, the Alpha Male Universe. Right? I don't know how did I get involved in the AMU, but I've been getting a lot of these AMU videos lately. These Wes Watson and all of these kind of videos. I don't know how I got involved with this, but hey, it is what it is. Now everybody been asking me about the Samsung, the Trifold. Okay, everybody been asking me about the Trifold. I don't even want to see no unboxing videos because I'm getting one soon too. Well, hold on, what was that? Somebody said sad? Somebody said sad? I don't know, man. I'm feeling the Trifold. I'm waiting on Samsung. All right, Samsung, we waiting on you. We're going to unbox one ourselves though. All right, so next, so that was my work segment of the day. I don't know why I keep doing that shit. That was my work segment of the day. Let's do a little social media. Let's take it over to Facebook. Now, you got to be careful when you open it up Facebook because, there's a lot of family show moments. All right, let's see. This was 2021. Ooh, 2021. Hold on, let me screenshot that. Let me screenshot that real quick. Okay. Now, remember, you can also do it like this with the pen. Okay. You could just go like this. Just hold this down. Come on, bro. Bro, okay, hold up. Okay, I was doing it right. Oh, so maybe it doesn't work on photos? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button? Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, you see, this tablet is giving me a little bit of lag issues. Cause I'm like, hold up, I was just doing this shit. Now it's working again. Do it like this. Get a little photo right here, and we'll go ahead and save that. Yeah, you see, I was doing the same thing I was doing all video. Now it's working again. Yeah, you see, the tablet just has a little bit of lag behind it. I thought I was going crazy. All right, anyway. So here's how the Facebook is going to look. Now, for Facebook, we can use this orientation to get maximum viewage. Now, people have been asking me about these INMO glasses. Okay, I do got a set of these coming. These are just like the Ray Neo glasses I reviewed. Similar, but these are wireless. Okay, these are AR glasses, but wireless. Now, they got these in Ross for $80. Get out of here. Okay, all right, Granny. Oh, my bad. I shouldn't have. My bad. All right, let's see. Let's try that again. Okay. Asus ROG9. The mood just got mad somber real quick. My bad. We got my boy French Montana. All right, let's see. This dude right here. And y'all already know. Come on, man. We're not doing it today. Look at my man, Young Cell, like he thinking about some shit. Yeah, like he thinking about some shit. I like that pose though. Yeah, like he in deep thought. I like them foams though. All right, got the Timberland hats. Sure. Okay, let's see. Okay, now this is 220 pounds versus 218. Yeah, bro, you could do it too. Just got to use a little bit of gear, as they say, a little juice. Yeah, who's seen the Diddy documentary? Bro, we all knew Diddy was a diabolical scumbag, but after watching that documentary, bro, I mean, my girl, she hate Diddy. She hate Diddy so much, I always got to make a little baby oil joke here and there. She hate Diddy, but after watching that documentary, I can see why she hate Diddy. I kind of hate Diddy a lot more than I did before now. He's a real scumbag, yo. All right, let me show. Oh, look at that card. Oh, that card is nice, yo. I like that one, yo. Hold up. Oh, I like that. Now, it's a little heavy on the Carhartt sleeve part, but $75 on this one? That ain't bad. It's a little heavy. If without the Carhartt on the sleeve, if it would just had the little Carhartt patch, without the Carhartt on the sleeve, yo. Let's see something real quick. All right, so this is why I use my circular search a lot, because let's see if we can find it somewhere else. Oh, look at this. Okay, now this one right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what you're going to be doing with your tablet. Okay, let's see. This is what I'm talking about right here. That was a nice one right there. All right, well. Let's I rock with the Carhartt fits though. All right, but you see this? That's how I use. I just punched you in the head by accident. You see this? That's why I use circular search a lot. Exactly like that. Whenever I see something, I'll be like, "Oh, what's that? Hold up, I need that." I'll be like, "I need that." You see, And I hate when I make videos and something doesn't work, and then people come in the comments like, "Oh, it's not that it doesn't work. You're just doing it wrong." Come on, man. Stop making excuses for companies. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit don't be working now. What is this? Now, I don't know about this right here. Let's see. You see? Let's see about this one right here. Let's see what this is. Okay, $89 on that one. I don't know about that. That might be a little bit pricey for that. $90 on that. I like the matter of fact, I don't know. I think I like that though. Hold up. Oh, let me go ahead and save that. I think I like that though. I think I might be able to back this one out. Matter of fact, let's do a double take on this one. Let me see something. Is this a one size fits all type of deal? Is this a one size fits all? Let's see. Denim, okay. Oh, let's see. We got sizes. Oh, okay. We could do an 8 in this one. We probably could do an 8. All right, let me go ahead and heart that. Add it to my eBay. Matter of fact, I just throw it in the cart. See, the thing about with eBay, when you see something, put it in your cart and wait for the person to send you an offer. Wait for the person to send you an offer. All right, anyway. All right, so we'll have to come back to that. I'll go down that rabbit hole later. All right. So this is how who's this? This is my, I'm about to say, this is my niece right here. She look just like my aunt. I was about to say, who's this here? She look just like my aunt. That's my niece right there. All right. Okay, so this is how your Facebook is going to look. Let's add an exit out of that. Next, let's take it over to X. Okay, let's go to the mentions. Let's see who's roasted me today. See if I'm getting cooked out here in these comments. Let's see, TCL Play Cube. Somebody asking me to check those out. You see, this is why I like the pen too, for heart and stuff, heart and comments. Okay. Somebody but the Bowers of Wilkins. Y'all know what it is. Okay, look at this. 2025 recap. Yo, look at my boy, man. Look at my boy. Twisted X Demon. My boy in the top 1% of viewers, bro. Come on, bro. You see something like that? Me, I don't care what I'm doing. I'm in the middle of making a video. I'll take a second out of my time. All right, hold up. Let me just put this pen back in real quick. You see, me, what I like to do, I'll take a second out of my time, come through with the applause, you know what I'm saying, with the cheers. Come through with the cheers. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, this is one of my, oh, look, somebody else too? We got another one? Hold up, we got a few? We got a few, yo. Coming through with the applause, you know what I mean? Now, I don't like spamming the same comment over. So what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll reply to these individually. But look at this. Oh, we got a few dudes. Yo, I gotta send this to my girl, yeah. Diddy. Hold on, who's that? That was Francisco and my man Geistdeck. Shout out to these dudes, man. This is my hardcore Floss fans right there. I respect that. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Amir. Look at my boy Amir. Yep. Look at my boy Amir. You got me over MKBHD, right? Trying to get him. Look at this, yeah. Look at me. Look. I'm trying not to get emotional. Hold on. Who's that? My man Josh Bailey. My man Amir. You know what I'm saying? My man Dooku number 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm number 2. I didn't know I was outside like that. All right, anyway. What is this now? What is this? Let's see. This smartphone declared war on the camera industry. What is this? Oh, Xiaomi dropped a wild idea. Now, who knows? We're going to see the Xiaomi 17 Ultra soon. We already know that it's not going to have a display on the back. Let's see. Waking up to a Flossy Carter video brightens the day. I respect that. Anyway, well, that's how your X is going to look. Oh, one more thing. You see, I could do it like this. Okay, we could just hold this down. We could do floating windows, and we could come back to X later. Now, when I was on Facebook, if I want to do something else like maybe Chrome, we can open up Chrome in this window. Okay, y'all see I was looking at some Xiaomi stuff, and then I could come back to X at the same time. You see? Now, this is what multitasking comes into play. Let's do another tab on this side. Let's do YouTube. This is where multitasking comes into play because I could be on YouTube, X, and Facebook at the same time. YouTube, X, and Facebook at the same time. We can move these around, and if I put them like this, okay, so now Facebook in the background, there's, okay, so you got to hold it at, you see, okay, hold up. Put that to the side. And enjoy the Flammy Show moment. All right. Anyway, so exit out of that. And we'll close these out. Okay, close that out. Okay, so that was X. Next, let's take it over to TikTok. Now, this works in either orientation. Now, I like to use this orientation like this when I'm rocking TikTok because it's easy to hold. But you can hold it like this if you want the maximum TikTok viewing experience. Full screen. Okay, Jordan 11, the Gammas. This is one of the first pair of Jordans I had to buy Maya when she was a kid. Daddy, I want the Gammas. I had the Gammas. She kept calling them the Gammas. Yep. She wanted these. These are the ones that I wear part of my airport uniform right now. All right, top 5 restaurants in New York. You see, I'm on a diet right now. My diet kicked in so good, like, this stuff don't even make me hungry no more. That's how good my diet is now, bro. I've been on a diet for 2 weeks straight. I mean, a hardcore diet, 2 weeks straight. Now I see these fat videos. I'm not even hungry. Like, the chicken nuggets, I'm not going to say it disgusts me. It definitely don't disgust me. But it don't make my nipples moist anymore, yeah? Moist. Oh, Samsung Galaxy Watch. You know, there's a lot of ways you could get videos on your Galaxy Watch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how practical that is, but hey, if you're a sports fan and you stuck at work, this is practical. You can't have your phone out at work and you got a big ass display on your watch. This is kind of practical. Let me get it like that. Why not? Okay. So here's how your X is gonna look. Oh, look, y'all seen this? The Samsung trifold. Now, again, like I don't want to watch too many videos on it. Because I want to be, of course, I got to watch some videos on it, like this type of shit. So I got to be abreast of all of the tech information. But I don't want to watch no unboxings and no real reviews and none of that. I don't watch none of that stuff yet until I get mine. But that carbon fiber That carbon fiber right there got me in a chokehold. Now these green glitter Jordans, I rock with those. I don't know if I would ever buy those, but I ain't mad at them. I see where they're going with it. All right, so the Ninja air fryer. Oh, that's the crispy, right? Oh no, that's a new one. This a new one? Okay. Anyway, yeah, you see, like I'm looking at pizza right now. I'm not even hungry, yo. That's that's when your real diet. That's when you know the diet kicked in and you feeling good about yourself. You don't even get hungry when you see the fat videos. Like this ain't even making me thirsty. I'm lying. It is kind of making me thirsty. I do kind of want a Grinch slushy. I do kind of want one of those. I'm gonna keep it a buck. All right. Anyway, so that's how your TikTok is gonna look. Let's exit out of that, and we'll do, of course, if you're going to YouTube. Now, if you want to watch a video. Okay, we'll do something else. All right, so say you want to watch. Let me not use a copyright video. You know, look at it. You see? Look at that. Be kind of freezing sometimes. I don't want Wes Watson and the AMU, the alpha male community to come at me. So let me chill out. All right, this is the type of shit I'll be watching though. I'll be watching a lot of court cases. You know what I mean? My man Daryl, subject matter jurisdiction Brooks. You know, so if I exit out of this, you got picture in picture. It does work. This dude has the number one punchable face of America. Yo. You heard of a dude with a punch face? This is the number one punchable face of America. All right, let's go to Instagram. Okay, hold up. Okay, I'm about to say it. Now Instagram. You see, if you're using Instagram in this orientation, it's going to be hard because you don't get the full. Let me see. Oh, funny Marco. You see, like, some pages like this, you can see the whole picture, but then some pages like this, you won't see the whole photo. So I like to use Instagram like this, where now you can see the whole actual post. And let's just check something real quick. We got to make sure. Instagram and TikTok at the same time. Okay, split screen. So this if you want to get maximum content. Hold up. Let me exit out of that. All right, let's try to get maximum content. All right, this is maximum content. Okay, Reels and TikToks at the same time. So in the middle of the night, you just be sitting there, the Galaxy Fold, just be sitting around in the middle of the night, going like this. Look, this is AI, 100% AI. Okay, now that look real right there. Okay, now then again, it look real, but then it's AI. You see, you never know nowadays. You never know. All right, so let's go back to Instagram. Okay, hurry up. All right, let's see. Bro, this is what I'm saying about the Diddy documentary. Y'all remember Little Rod? Yo, a couple of months ago, and this is what I'm saying, you got to be careful getting tried in the court of public opinion, because a couple of months ago, everybody was like, oh, Little Rod is a clout tracer. Let's see. Little Rod says there were days when he would party with Diddy all night and wake up sore in the morning. I seen that in the documentary. Now, when I first seen Little Rod back in, like, maybe a couple of months ago when he came out with the lawsuit, I was like, oh, here we go. Now that Cassie got money, now everybody coming out the woodworks. But after watching the documentary, Little Rod, bro, I feel sorry for this dude. And watching the documentary and seeing how many times he was at Diddy's house and all day, all night, listening to the way Diddy was calling him and leaving those messages. Yo, you heard the messages he left Little Rod? You know there was some activity going down. You know, as Max B would say, she touched it in Miami. You know something went down in Miami. You know that. Look at 50. 50 ain't letting up. 50 ain't letting up. Look at. Now that I actually seen that full show. Basically, Mike Tyson was trying to show the watch to the Wayans brothers. He said, "Look at this watch." But the way that the clip looks, it looks like, he's like, "Yo, move your hand, bro." It looks like that. All right, Samsung Galaxy Trifold, my man John Rittinger. me and John Rittinger, bro. Bro, we some banana heads. Both of us, we like the iPhone Air now, yo. We some banana heads. We don't like it, but we don't hate it as much as we used to. All right, hand me up. All right, anyway, sometimes you just gotta handle business. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He said, "Look, man." He said, "Y'all all scared to touch it. Look, man." He said, "This is how you do it. He said, "Bro, let me show you how you do it. You just grab him by the throat like this and pull him to the side." He said, "All right." He's like, "What the fuck wrong with you? All right?" They scared to touch it. Come on, let's go, yo. All right, hand me up. All All right, so anyway. So this is how your train passenger smashes window. Oh, yeah. See, now, I was with this guy right here. Yo, it's 100-degree heat. The train is stuck for 3 hours. The train is starting to boil. This guy was like, nah, bro, I had enough. Now, these people just watching. I would have been like, bro, since you already made the first hit, I'm helping out, bro. I need oxygen, bro. I need oxygen. Okay, that's a nice little ring right there. All right, anyway. You see, like I'm saying, like stuff like this. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it. You see, there's a circular search. Okay, Shake Shack. So when you circular search in food, that's when you know you are big back. You an official big back. Let's see, Jules Santana dragged online after saying kids don't really know how to need to know how to read. Come on, bro. You know, you did it to yourself. My boy Tech Odyssey. Okay, got the clicks keyboard. Look at Meg. Megan is in love. Clay Thomas, he in love too. He a true light-skinned dude, yo. He the final boss of light-skinned dudes, yo. All right, look at Khaled, yo. Shout out to Khaled, yo. All right, anyway, so this is how your Instagram is gonna look. Just like that. All right. Calvin. The pinch to zoom does work. Calvin. All right, so that's Instagram. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let's see if we get an auto rotate. Okay, there it is. We got to auto rotate. Let's try one more, man. I'm going to give it one more go. Oh, look at that. Right when I was about to rage out, now we got a circle of search in landscape mode. Okay, let's see if we get 3 in a row. We gave it the old, as they say, the old college try, yo. We gave it the old college try. You see, like, my man Zoran Magdani. Let's see what Zoran up to, you see? I press it lightly. Oh, no. I touch too. Look, there it is. We holding down the white line. There it is, okay. My man Zoran. All right, you see, because look, there's a white line right there. Basically, you hold the white line down, and it activates. That's what it's supposed to do. That white line right there, you hold it down, and it activates. All right, but I give up. But I need one more. I'm not going out without a fight. Hold on. Okay, look. Sennheiser. Need one more. Now, we got to talk about these Sennheiser headphones, too. Let's see if I get one more. Let me one more. We got to talk about these Sennheiser headphones because a lot of y'all is really glazing these headphones, and I don't know why. I don't know why y'all glazing these headphones. They not as good as y'all think, man. And this is why I say you got to be careful when you're watching reviews, man. Look at this. Hold up. Some reviews you got to take with a grain of salt. If the person ain't, there it is. If the person ain't buying them theyself, hold on. Let's see something real quick. All right, that's Sennheiser right there. You see, so you got to take some of these reviews with a grain of salt. Let's see the cons. Beating for ANC. Let's see, wired listener requires battery life. Plain looking design. Natural dynamic detail sound. Okay, well, they don't seem like they they give them 5 stars. Yeah, so it's a lot of OD glazing with these headphones, and I don't know why. And I just had to roast one of these banana heads in the comments talking about, oh, Floss, in the video for the Sennheisers, you said you wasn't an audiophile, and then in the B&O videos, you said you like some audiophile stuff. Bro, like people acting like you got to go to college and get a degree to become an audiophile. Some of y'all don't even know what audiophiles mean. Like, what does the word audiophile mean? It's not some selective group of people that, some secret society. Audiophiles are just people that like to hear the music the way the music was designed to be heard. Now, if you're an audiophile, you're not going to be like, yo, let me spend $40,000 on some audiophile headphones to listen to Tupac. Tupac music is not audiophile friendly, bro. But again, I'll save this rant for my next headphone video. Anyway, overall, fresh out of the box, on a scale of 1 to 10, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, let me just see one more thing real quick. Let me just try something real quick before I even rank this. All right, so I wanted to check something real quick all of the accessories do work exactly the same with the Xiaomi tablet. So if you want to take your chances buying the Xiaomi instead of this, the pen, the keyboard cover, the folio case, everything works exactly the same. Anyway, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this a go. Okay, this is a go for under $400. Ain't really too much to complain about other than the auto rotate hiccup here and there. The finicky Google circular search. But like I said, the Google circular search, if you use it often, you might want to just use it in, oh, here we go. Look at that. Yeah, you see, I'm noticing the orientation, the auto rotate, it seems to only have a problem after you use Google circular search. After you use Google circular search, that's when you get a little problem. Let's see, I'm going to exit out of circular search. Okay. But now it's working. Hold on, let me get a phone call. All right, like I was saying, as far as the auto rotate issue, it seems like it happens once in a while, but I noticed the times that it does happen is right after I use a Google circular search. Okay, after I use a circular search, that's when it's been happening, but I guess that ain't the biggest deal in the world. And keep in mind, for under $400, that's a small price to pay. As far as the tablet itself, everything else does seem to be working pretty good. No real issues with this. Would I recommend buying this tablet? If you're going to be using it for social media and watching videos and all of that, yeah, why not? Under $400, save some money, okay? This is a good one right here, and this would be great for your parents and your kids. Anyway, this is the Xiaomi. This is the Poco Pad X1. Again, if you want to take your chances, I would say now, of course, the battery's dead on this one. I had a better experience with the Xiaomi. Okay, the Xiaomi Pad 7. This one is a global version also. It's on Amazon. $335. I think I would go with the Xiaomi. Okay, I think I would definitely go with the Xiaomi, but hey, it's pretty much exactly the same. But the performance issues that I never had those issues with the Xiaomi. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Flossy now. Deuces. Spot one to beam up. Energize.
We're in a situation where everybody in the world uses technology. And if you're gonna buy some of that technology, you gotta understand certain things. Subscribe to Flossy Carter. He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facelook. Because if you don't, we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.